Hello adventurers, and welcome to another Black Desert mobile guide. Again, this one's going to be a really quick video just going over some treasure items. So the one that I'll be going over is actually going to be the Omar's pickaxe. So it's just going to be a single item, so this will be pretty quick, pretty easy. Like all the other treasure items, you do need 3 different component items to make this. So the first one that I wanted to go over was Tulia's crystal ball. So to actually unlock this, you need 420 master materials for mining. I'm just gonna pull that up so you can see, and then I'll talk about like what are the requirements to actually get these and where you should be getting them, or at least the place that I like to get them. So what I'm talking about when I say the master materials, I am talking about these right here. So these dark crystal ores. So to actually get these, you can do it by mining anywhere in the world, but to actually receive them, you need master level life skill for mining. At the very minimum, you need master to actually get these. So the levels go novice, apprentice, expert, pro, artisan, and then master. So once you get to master, you'll be able to start getting these. And then the place that I personally recommend getting all of your life skills up, I said this recently in another video, but going to Serendia, which is directly south of Balenos, and then down here at the south part of Serendia, Kazarka's Shrine. So what I would do is just go in there and then set your character to gather, and I would say just like do the gathering with the hand, so that way you can do both foraging, mining, and logging all at once. And it should kind of take a bit of time, but if you have extra large stamina potions, it can help it go a lot faster. I think it took me probably a whole day or a day and a half to get all of my levels to master, but then once you do that, again, you will need 420 of these ores. And then once you have these 420 ores, what you're going to do is you're going to take them to a NPC. So I'm going to go ahead and show you where that NPC is. So here in the main map, what I would do is just go ahead and use the search function. It makes it a lot easier to find what you're looking for. But what you're looking for is Canyon of Corruption. So this first one right here. So it looks like this is actually in Media. So once you're here at Canyon of Corruption, you'll just auto path over there. And then once you're in this map, you're going to go look to your NPC list, and then you're going to look for Joaquin Mars. I don't know if I said that person's name right, but path to them. So once you're here at this NPC, you're just going to need to make sure that you have the 420 master mining materials, and then you'll talk to him and accept a quest. I believe there's going to be 2 different quests, so it looks like I could talk to him right now and there's going to be a quest. So it's not going to be a rebellious group, it's going to be whatever the other quest is, so just kind of keep that in mind. And then once you accept it, you can turn in those materials and you will get the Tulia's crystal ball. So for the next item, I'm actually going to talk about Eliza's comb, just because this one's pretty quick, pretty easy to talk about. This is a rare drop from offering at altars in the Great Desert. So when I talk about the altars, I'm talking about those gray altars that spawn whenever you're killing monsters. I'm going to go ahead and run over there just to show you an example really quickly, but then I'll talk a little bit more about it. So whenever you're killing monsters here in the Great Desert, there are going to be some of these altars around the monsters that you kill. After you've cleared all of the monsters, or like a certain number of them, you will be able to offer to this black rock. So there's either 2 things. You can manually offer to it the way I just did, and then every time that you offer to it, you have a chance to get the Eliza's comb. Or if you have the fairy skill auto offer to black rock altar, your fairy will automatically collect those offerings for you. And it's the same thing, every time that you offer to it, you have a chance to get the Eliza's comb. So no way is better than the other. It's just if you do the fairy, you don't have to actually do this, it does it for you. So that's always kind of nice. And then you don't have to exchange this Eliza's comb or anything, it just comes the way that it is. So once you get the comb, all you'll have to do is just put it in here and then you'll be done. If you ever get extra combs, what you can always do is just sell them to like a vendor or something like that, and you'll sell it for 50 billion silver. So I've gotten like a handful of these or so over my time in farming in the desert, so that's really nice to make money once you've already finished this pickaxe. But with that being said, let's look at the next thing, which is Star of the Lake. So for the Star of the Lake, what you're going to be wanting to go to, at least the location, is going to be Bear River downstream. So just go ahead and click that and then auto path. So once you're here in Bear River downstream, what you're actually going to need, which I probably should have said this first, was going to be 50 of these ancient relic remnants. So there's a couple of ways that you can actually acquire these. These are both pretty good ways. So Ayelia's Rift, doing Ancient Khatum. So every time that you defeat Ancient Khatum, you have a chance of getting some of these relic remnants. But also, you can get them, which just going off of like the ways that it says for acquisition, you can also obtain them by crafting relics. So if you have relic fragments, so like you can take some of these out, and while you're crafting these relics, you can actually get some of these ancient relic remnants. So go to obtain relic. And then what I always do is I just I turn on the special shop, and then like I'm not entirely sure what the drop rate for it is, but let's go ahead and let's just try and let's see what we get. It might not show that I'm getting it just because I have this thing is full, but let's just see if we end up getting some of them. But this is a pretty good way to get them. And then I have a video, like an all materials guide for how to be getting these relic fragments. So if you're not too sure about that, check that out. But let's just see if we got any. I know it's supposed to pop up here if I get them, but it doesn't look like I got any. But either way, that's one way to be getting them. But another way is also by crafting them with these ancient relic remnant fragments. So all you'll need is 30 of these ancient relic remnant fragments. You'll need, again, 30 of them, and then some magical essence. The ways that you can acquire these is by doing, again, Ancient Khatum. So you should be doing that anyways. But then also by doing Great Desert Mirages, which I believe there's like 10 or 12 of them in the desert. All you'll need are these traces of Mirage to access them. But this is a pretty consistent way, is just by like crafting these remnants. So let's go ahead and let's go craft a couple of them just so I can show you like the actual page. And then again, what you'll need is the magical essence. So just take out some of that. Okay, so to actually craft them, you'll just go to your crafting menu. You will go to Others, so under Gear, Others, and then go to Relic. And then here in the Relic menu, you're going to select Ancient Relic Remnants, and then you'll just kind of register as many as you want. It looks like you can only do one at a time, but whenever you select Auto Craft, you can do whatever quantity that you need. But again, you do need 50 of these ancient relic remnants. And then once you have 50 of them, you'll bring them again to Bear River downstream. All you're gonna need to do is go to, there's like a little river. It's all the way in the back of this. So I'm just gonna path over there so you can kind of see like what it looks like to get over there. But what I would say is just follow this path, and you're going to need to make sure that you have all of those remnants in your inventory whenever you walk over here, because I don't believe you can see the NPC unless you have them. So right here, a little bit past the fork in the road, you can go left, but there's like a little hole right here which leads to a little body of water. So you're gonna walk under this pathway right here, and then if you have the items that you need, there should be something called Pure Water Origin. So you'll just talk to it, accept the quest, and then you'll exchange those ancient relic remnants for that that Star of the Lake. But with that being done, that's actually everything that you'll need. So once you do that, make sure that you put all of these items into your treasure item, and then you can complete this, and then you'll actually be able to get your Omar's pickaxe, which again, this is really good for getting consistent master tier resources. I love life skills in general, so any of these treasure items are really nice, but I think that a really good reason to like be wanting this is because you'll want a lot of master tier resources whenever you're doing merchant guild delivery, which those rewards are really nice. But with that being said, that's actually everything that I have for this video. I hope that this helped you out. I know that I talk a lot, but I just wanted to give as much context to this as possible. But if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate your support, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.